Hi everyone, this is Bruno from Asma from Cornet. I am here with Dean Boxall. Now, I feel like really lucky because we just met at this event, and but I met you before, I've seen you before speaking to young minds. This is St. Peter's school, and you're shaping these young people. One, how does it feel to do that, like on a daily basis? And two, like you're creating like paid medalists. So how does that?
I take it as a major responsibility, because you've been given this responsibility by the parents to look after their prize jewel, which is of course their children, and they've got this talent. And I don't like to use the word talent because most of my guys come in as talented, but we have to be the hardest working group, not only in Australia but in the world. Like, for example, Elijah Winnington. He's a talented kid, but we don't really talk to Elijah about being talented. Is that true, Elijah?
Correct.
Because he's been told that, but he wants to be the hardest worker. Yeah, he wants to be that most hardest worker. And that's a badge of honor. When you have that standing in the Olympics, knowing that you're one of the hardest workers in the world, in your profession, in your sport, in your field, I really do believe that gives you confidence. So it's a big responsibility. You've got to shape their minds. You've got to graft it, you've got to grind it, you've got to find that rhythm with the guys to make sure that they're on the same page as you. That is very, very important, because I could be on another page on the chapter and somehow we've got to be reading the same page.
Yeah.
So that's really important. And
I mean, being like training for to be the most outstanding person in the world. What does most people don't know what it is? Like they see the sparkles, they see the beautiful life, they see like the traveling, the awards, but what is the behind the scenes?
Oh, behind the scenes is unbelievable amount of work. There's a whole team that's positioned around the athletes. Not just myself. There's an assistant coach, there's a physiologist, biomech, there's physiotherapists, ecologists. There's also life coaches involved. Of course, parents, peers, loved ones, partners. It's a huge dietitian. Huge amount of people they don't see. They just see me. I get a little bit of the accolades, but there's so many more people.
But and as an athlete, they will come to like almost like a breaking point, like psychologically, and you're there to teach them through.
Yes.
So, how do you do it? Because that's a big one, yeah.
That's the motivation.
These
guys push themselves right to the end of the cliff. Right, I'm going to make sure that if they are going to fall off that cliff, I've got a little bit of a safety net there for them. Because sometimes I do need them to fall off the cliff, because then I can reshape them.
So you break them down and rebuild them.
I really push it and drive, and they can feel that they're building some really good body armor around themselves, mentally, of course, and emotionally, not just physically. Like physically, they can withstand anything. Like they are unbelievable athletes and people. But it's about shaping the mind, the mentality, of course, and the emotions that come with it. It's a very emotional sport because you're by yourself. It's your own sport.
It's a race against yourself.
Yeah, but what we try and do, so if you have a team sport, you want to try and make it individuals, and if you have individuals, you want to make it into a team sport. So we try and do that at St. Peter's.
Yeah.
When a family, a culture around being around a team, it's not just by yourself. Like one of the most important walks that you do, other than walking with your partner down the aisle, is going to Marshall and Arrow Olympics, and you and your coach walk together.
Is that
is unbelievable. I've walked twice with Elijah.
Yes. But you did. So you walk with Elijah. You walk with the girl.
Yeah. That walk is so precious and so important and so unique, so different. That is a partnership, and then you've got to release them at the end. And they're going to go and sit in that room for 20 minutes.
On their own?
On their own.
With the athletes?
Yeah, and ready to go. And in that...
Oh, what would that be in that room?
Yes, and in that area, in that Martian area, all that work that you've done, mindset, the psychologist or the
you're
life
right
coach,
next to your
right there. Is it done? Have we done enough? And then you've got to watch them walk out behind the block, and you can see.
Do you notice whenever they
100%.
You see it whenever they're in the zone?
Yeah. When I saw Elijah walk out the corner freestyle at Paris, I knew that he was on.
You're ready. And I mean, how many times have you been in the room yourself?
What?
You haven't needed to walk in there?
Not junior level for international experience, only junior, around the Australian junior team, only state and national level. So opens age. I've never done it internationally. It's very, very different.
So it's almost
very
like,
different.
So it's almost like, you've seen it, but then you're asking your kids to
But I do it. I feel it. I understand it, so then I can help create something to help them.
Yeah.
So, for example, bringing in a life coach, having that relationship with doing something different, not just seeing a sports site. Some people can see sports sites for those moments. Some people just need their coach. Some people need something just a little bit different, and you've got to find that. There's no one way to skin a cat.
So one of the things that they mentioned is that, like success, there's so many definitions for success for a lot of people. So you shape your mind, very strong athletes, gold medalists. What is success to you?
I could use Elijah as an example for Paris Olympics.
Yeah.
Because success looks different at different meets.
Yeah.
Going to the Olympics and being able to walk out behind the blocks and have his best self ready to go.
Yeah. That one.
Not many people can do that.
So feeling in your own self.
Yes.
Confident.
And
strong.
then you can actually be yourself, that you can put your race plan out, that you can be confident to execute, that you feel I'm ready to go, and not having the occasion pull you in.
Yeah.
Like 99% of people get pulled in by the occasion.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go through an Olympics to understand it. Like it's a monumental event. It's something that's so unique. It's completely hostile. It's completely hostile. Like in every situation that's presented to us, to do with travel, to do with food,
Of course.
just everything, right? But it's once every 4 years. It's a sense of occasion. You can understand the dreams are on the line. That's probably the big one. You can feel dreams are on the line. AFL, NFL, the gridiron in America, every year, every 4.
That's right. That's the big one.
Every 4 years.
What I was about to tell you is sometimes I see a lot of men and women that try and strive for that, feeling themselves in that moment confident to go through it. That's why I asked you, what it is to get to that state of mind. Do you have like let's say for anyone out there to get themselves in that mindset? Like, let's say whether it's in the morning or maybe a ritual.
Rituals.
They suggest
You need to
do in your
then
athletes.
emotion. You need to go through, but you just can't walk up to the Olympics or to the press release event and then start doing it. It's got to have a process. It's got to be done from a long way out. The bow's got to be pulled right back. You don't just pull it back early. It's got to pull right back and ready to go. So that's got to be done. Putting the rituals right down in place, the protocols, positive affirmation, doing things right, everything to gear them up for the way that they feel, to put themselves in that mindset. It's got to be done for a long way and over again.
Yeah.
Repetition.
Yeah.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Love it. And like the reason why I say is because in a way, like as you're speaking, I recognize myself in, prepping men and like these people, because they've come to me for like a beautiful custom-made suit or something to make them represent themselves into the world. And I know that a lot of people that whenever they put on that suit for the first time, their energy changes. So it's almost like when you see your athletes walking down the line, and when I see them for the first time, they look at themselves in the mirror, they stand taller, they look like stronger.
Well, it's very similar to suits.
I like
right?
that.
We
I like that.
We have a suit. We wear suits. We put on the bat suit to go to war. They put on, the girls put on these suits like just above their knees, comes across here, once in the core. Elijah has a thing called a jammer that's about just above the knee and just comes up towards the belly button, so it locks in things, but that's like a Batman suit, we call it, the bat suit.
Is that the
put on the
bat
bat
suit?
suit, you better get ready to go to war. All that business. And then see Batman sitting at the cafe drinking coffee. He puts on the bat suit. He's ready to go.
Oh God, I love this bat suit thing. That's
No, it's the
awesome.
same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
They put on the suit, they're ready to walk.
I just don't ever put on the suit.
Thank you so much for all of this time that you're giving me. Because we're doing a show, like what I wanted to ask you, because this is obviously there's a ceremony, there's an
Yes.
award. How important is, even at your level, to kind of feel yourself and present yourself as your most confident self. Like, because obviously, there'll be like different, there'll be so many people there, so you want to be your strongest.
You just break it down to the extreme version to do with an elite athlete. You try and get them to the best physical shape, and you shape the mind to give them the best mental shape. You shape their emotions to put them in the best emotional shape. If they're feeling fit, they've got more muscles on there. They can look through the skin goes a little bit down. They can see their muscles sticking out. They look bulge, bicep, right? They look at themselves in the mirror and they go,
A god.
that yes, and they have this great feeling, this dopamine hit that goes through them, right? But then hopefully I put that mindset software in, programmed, and then they can put the bats on.
I love it.
Oh my God, it's so good. I have goosebumps.
This is why I wanted to do a quick video with you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Man, I really appreciate this. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah,